It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see
like that one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
What if he's mentally shooting?
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The last time these two teams met, it was the New York Knicks who came away with the W against Toronto. An incredible season series, complete domination. They've won all the matchups so far.
And, Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And, guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, the star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola, and it's Herrera in at the three. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Valanciunas with a screen on Robinson. DeRozan's shot is good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And it's wide right, hits off the rim. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock him down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Here's Lowry. Following the basket by Freak. Screened by Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by Afflalo. 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And it's DeRozan missing. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson, a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athletic.
Game today, Clark.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw tonight. The free throw is off from DeRozan. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And that one's good, Anthony.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Herrera. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Afflalo. Outside Lowry. Can't hit. And New York the other way now.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And stolen by Freak. Powered down with both hands.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Now, here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And let's get this update now from Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Outside Anthony. The feed to Freak. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Lamb, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's DeRozan. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
1:35 left to play here in the first. Harris dishes to Lure. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Freak. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Here's Freak. And Henson sends it back. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
And he's good on the second. Raptors trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony. 6th in assists, 7th in field goal percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And, you know, his floor awareness, undeniable. You know, as you pointed out, he's great at drawing the defense and then making the perfect pass in stride.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. A free throw dropped for DeRozan. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Freak kicks to Anthony. The pass to Freak. To the inside, Sanders.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan.
4-4 to start.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Now, here's Joseph. He's covered closely. Outside DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's
They pulled all the strings to get me here.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Sanders. Anthony comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Freaks checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Larkin in for Ish Smith. And Toronto will go for a different look here. John Henson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Luer comes in for Luis Scola. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Herrera. And Harris subbed in for Corey Joseph. Freak in at 2-guard. Thomas Robinson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Larkin in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He had 30 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Harris misses.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
DeRozan against Anthony. DeRozan dishes to Henson, and he dunks it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Deep 2 from Anthony. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Harris on the double team. Robinson kicks to Freak. Here's Larkin. A three-pointer is right on target. Larkin's got 7 points in the game.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
So as we conclude the first...
Carmelo, some great numbers.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Herrera in at the 3 slot. And Freak throws it down.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. So we'll see DeMar DeRozan go to the line here. It's on Aaron Aflalo. Toronto shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Lowry. Takes the 13-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's DeRozan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. DeRozan's got 14 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Freak kicks to Robinson. Second chance shot, and it's finished off by Aflalo as he lays it in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate
taking
up top.
control on the glass.
Spacing.
For the Knicks.
Spacing.
The Knicks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Anthony. And Freak subbed in for Ish Smith. Then for the Raptors, John Henson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. John Lure comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Gary Harris in for Herrera.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Freak.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Freak. 16 points now and 3 great steals. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends.
Hey, you want me to
of the
close
floor.
my eyes on this one too?
Freak with it, picked up by Joseph. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 20 points for Freak.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Joseph dishes to Henson. Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. Feeds it to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Lowry's checked in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Freak. He dishes it to Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Harris kicks to Lowry. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. DeRozan passes to Lowry. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 11. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Freak. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Knicks. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. New York shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Freak in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Robinson. Then there's Ish Smith, and it's O'Quinn in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Toronto shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Herrera. He kicks it to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry has the open look. Lowry can't get that one to fall. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Smith, no luck.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Just absolute domination in this one for DeRozan. 18 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Williams, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. Saunders, he's checked in for Toronto. Temple comes in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Freak missing. Saunders, the pass to Temple. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Larkin, he's checked in for New York. Ross, he's checked in for Toronto. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his 1st foul.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Freak. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And New York making a change here. Hairston's checked in. And he nails the 3rd.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the 1st.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to us. You're a pro. You got to be able to knock down your free throws.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Freak dishes to Williams. Here's Freak. Tries again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Larry Sanders is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Here's Saunders. Rebounded by Hairston.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Snatched away. And they're running. Here's Saunders. Finished off the break. Saunders has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Minnesota. Passes to Doyle. Raptors moving the ball around. No good from Valanciunas. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Freak kicks to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And the basket by Saunders.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. They double him with Freak. The dish now to Valanciunas. Pass to Temple. Finds himself wide open and drills it. For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Dishes it to Larkin. He feeds it to Freak. The shot no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
To the right side. Here's Saunders, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Sanders passes to Freak. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Freak's got 28 points for the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season. I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
So for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Sanders. Thomas Robinson comes in for Derek Williams. And it's Ish Smith in for Larkin. Freak with it. Lopez a screen. The steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Temple. Here's they're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Freak kicks to Hairston. 5 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Men amongst boys
and a chance
tonight.
now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without further